Today is Daily Cyber number 18. Got some good studying today. Got my laptop here beside me. Actually, I'm just going to put it in front of me so you can see what I was studying today. You kind of see the glow of the light. I'm just going to be reading just kind of quickly what I reviewed today. Host security, which was, I think it was lesson number 27. Operating security. Operating system security and settings like baselines, OS hardening, so OS is an operating system, changing passwords, deleting accounts, disabling apps and services that you don't need, anti-malware, anti-spam, antiviruses, pop-up blockers, things like that to help to secure your system, patch management, making sure that you're updating your system, whitelisting and blacklisting applications, so whitelisting saying which ones you should be using and what should be on your system, and then blacklisting ones shouldn't be installed. Trusted operating system, which is I gotta check this out too. There's actually, I think on the internet somewhere you can find an evaluation assurance level of the operating system, so you know if it's secure or not and if there's any issues or vulnerabilities. Host-based firewalls, so we look at more of a company-wide system. Host-based firewalls, host-based intrusion detection systems versus network intrusion detection systems. Host-based can actually see locally on the systems. They're a little bit more expensive, but they really do a good job helping to secure your network and helping secure your systems. Hardware security, so like cable locks, so locks on your computers, your laptops, safes, actual physical safes that you put stuff in, locking cabinets, self-explanatory, hosting software, baseline, virtualization. So virtualization, if you're using VMware or VirtualBox, something along that line, snapshots, patch capabilities, hosting availabilities, elasticity, security control testing, and sandboxing. So that was host security. Next one I studied was data security. So I got a lot of good studying in today. Cloud storage, handling big data, data encryption. So encryption policies and what you should do. So full disk encryption, databases, individual files, removal media, mobile devices, tools. One tool that the instructor was just talking about was AXCrypt, which is AXCRYPT. I'll put it here. Hardware-based encryption devices, trusted platform module, which is actually a chip I didn't know about that you can get in your system. So something to look into. Hardware security module, USB encryption. So you get USB that you encrypt. Hard drives. What else we got here? Something that you have to look at, that we're going to be looking at data and securing data. You look at data in transit, data at rest, so it's when in storage, and data in use. So those are kind of three areas when you're looking at your data to classify it. Where is it in functionality? Is it in transit? Is it being transferred from client to yourself? Is it in movement? Is at rest? Is it in some sort of storage or redundancy area where it needs to be encrypted? Or is it in use that you're on a project in, like, say, Visio, Word, Pages, Excel, numbers, whatever you're doing and you're using that? Is it constantly in use by the project team and what you guys are doing that you need to secure it as people are using it? And you got to look at permissions and access levels. Right, and this is the next thing is permissions and access control lists, data policies. So what happens with your data? So do you have a wiping policy, retention, storage, and then depositing or destruction of it? So wiping, destruction, retention, and storage. So do you have these in place for your data policies? So you kind of see, I learned a lot today. A lot going through my mind, stuff I have to review just to make sure I've got it down. Did some practice tests on them. Did pretty well. Got 100% on some practice tests on those lessons that I was learning. So busy day. Got a lot of studying done. One thing just going through my mind today was reminding myself that I have to keep going. I have to keep pushing forward. And not put so much pressure on myself, because I know over the last couple of days I've been really kind of feeling the pressure of I need to build my business, find some work, whatever that may be, whatever that journey may be. And it's just like I feel like I'm running at a time, and I gotta step back, breathe. I know security is a great field to be into. Just a lot to learn, a lot to understand, and to make sure you know it properly, and to do the sweat equity now to become someone that's a security professional. Right? And I know one direction I'm looking into is incident response. And I'm reading more and more about it. And it's something from my background in physical security, of being able to be on call, getting that call of the radio and reacting really kind of gets my adrenaline going, gets me excited. You know, to be able to go to a situation, investigate it, what's going on, have a cool head, not letting your emotions or your adrenaline take effect. Because I know, like, in some of those instances, you're ready to jump and pounce, and your adrenaline's going. You're not. Sometimes you. I'm not saying everyone does this, but sometimes you react versus thinking through it, and sometimes you don't have time. So through training and going over those scenarios, and I know we did scenario-based training where we'd have incidents where we have to go over and drill and drill and drill. So when it happens, when that situation came and you had no time to think, your subconscious mind of what you did over and over again, the repetition would come into play. So I know there was medical emergencies that I had to deal with where you didn't have time to really sit back and breathe and think. It was assess the situation. Is there an imminent threat to myself or the medical team or the security team around us? No. Okay, so can we get in? Because I mean, you have to look at it. If there's fallen wires, there's fallen live wires, and there's water around, electricity. What happened? What was the incident? Just quickly, got to assess the situation, then jump in to help someone. I know someone. I was downtown. Someone hit their head, and I had to look around, like, what happened, and it was interesting. But I had that training that instantly. Okay, good. Go see what's assessed. Call 911 and work my way through that incident. Same. There's no different from when you're dealing with a security. It's, in my opinion. Now, I haven't dealt with one, but in my opinion is you're going to have lots of people, yelling, "Oh my God, you got to do this! Oh, you did this!" And you have to have a cool head, and be able to, control the situation, get things done, make sure things are not affected. For example, when you look at forensics, something I'm reading about is making sure people don't shut their hard drives down and the cache is not wiped, and things are happening that people calm down, and you're able to collect forensic information and evidence, right? Now, I'm not an expert in that field, but I'm reading about it, and it's interesting. There's no difference because, I mean, when it comes to a crime scene, right, you have everyone back up so they don't contaminate the crime scene. There's no difference from, in my opinion, from an incident when someone's getting attacked. The forensic evidence that's there, you want to make sure people don't compromise it. So having people step away, don't touch anything, make sure everything is in place. So what happens, you collect the data, make sure that you're shutting things down properly, or making backups or redundancies, or disconnecting offline, so that you can capture the data and the information, right, and do a forensic investigation properly. So that's kind of why, for me, incident response and security is really exciting. But I'm going to go through my steps, and it's going to take some time. I can see it. 365 days, it's not going to be enough, but at least it's going to give me the foundation to build on. So that's my excitement. That's why I'm kind of really excited about the incident response team, and when it comes to cybersecurity, IT security, I'm really excited about that. And I'd love to learn more about it once I get this CompTIA Security Plus out of the way. Start doing the CEH version 9, and then really kind of get into forensics while I'm doing the OSCP. And I might start look into forensics as I'm doing the security certified ethical hacking as well, because I know one thing that you guys know, right? And sorry, from doing IT security, and if you're an ethical hacker, you've done the certifications, a lot of times you have to capture your process, right? You have to know what you're doing. You have to, make logs and screen captures, maybe even do Camtasia Studio, Snagit, whatever that may be. and you capture your process of what you're doing and how you breach the system, and how you compromise it, and what needs to be fixed, and so forth. So you're collecting all this evidence as you're going through, and it's interesting. I mean, going through that and then just learning how to do it properly through. I'll read one of the the forensic investigation books, because I have Safari Online, that I'll grab that book and I'll read it while I'm doing Certified Ethical Hacker, so I can understand both sides of penetrating and doing it ethically, but also what's needs to be collected if this happens. If someone on the hacker side comes in on someone who's doing the incident response, what information they need to collect and how they would collect it properly. So that's really my video for today. Pretty exciting, as you can tell. Other than that, I am done. I got a fun weekend ahead of me. I'm going to try to get some studying in this weekend, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time. It's Christmas time, a lot of things going on, a lot of parties, family events, things like that. So we'll see. We'll see if I get some time, but I'm going to try to at least get an hour to 2 hours each day and just keep going. So that's the end of my video. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're enjoying your holidays and having time with your family. I hope you're getting some time to study and kind of following along with this. Other than that, I got to take off. I hope you have a great night. If you're watching this through the day or through the night, I hope you're just having a great time. And I want to remind you, software is hackable, being connected is vulnerable. Talk to you tomorrow.